Close the doors behind us.
I can
Brock.
tell this is a damn black ass mayor who's about to do some stupid shit.
Close the door. Close
Relax,
the door. I'm about to get on his ass.
Hold on. Wait.
Just
we
kidding.
Look pretty good. We look
Don't do that.
That's the Chicago mayor.
Hey, did you take out the part yesterday when I said the shit about the little dude? Or you didn't post it yet? You didn't post it.
No, he did
I
post
did
it.
post it.
He did.
And
he did leave that in there.
Yeah, he left in. You grab your nuts too.
This nigga, bro.
I
I told
know,
you to take that out.
Hey, listen to this comment.
This
dog.
nigga,
Stop
bro.
saying don't
if
tweak
I
out.
say to take something out,
Bro, I
just
forgot,
take that
bro.
thing out, bro.
It's
I don't think
over.
that's too much to ask.
It's not. But I'm keeping 100.
Okay, but did you take out the other thing?
What other thing?
I said the nigga was throwing a grenade.
No, you know that's over with. If it's an
I
hour
didn't take out
video,
shit.
if it's an hour video, he's on that bit right.
That is crazy.
You better
bro.
stop tweaking out on.
No, you
the
didn't
hour
post
video.
that one, bro.
Yes, he did. You was just on that bitch saying I just scratched my nuts on that bit. Cut that bit
Bro,
out.
nobody roasting you though, bro. It's alright.
It's alright, man. You a grown man. You scratch your nuts. At least
They're already wrong us all out. It don't matter.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson lashes out and blames right-wing extremists for Chicago's problems and says Republicans are mad that black people are free. The left always blames others for the problems they create instead of taking responsibility.
No, I was finna do that before you, bro.
What?
I was finna do that before you, bro.
What?
Let's read the rest of it.
What? No.
Let's read the rest of it. Man, I don't like Brandon. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of Brandon Johnston. He never
Show me brother.
he has never condemned the bad children in the street. He's
know,
never
he don't
admitted
like taking-
that it's his problem, like the problems that's going on in the street. I'm pretty sure he is the one that let them immigrants in these neighborhoods that cause more problems to the problems that he has failed to address.
I'm not even gonna.
I'm not gonna say it's his fault for the immigrants though. That was gonna happen regardless.
He's the mayor. They blame the New York mayor for it. Why we can't blame him for it?
Yeah, I mean you can blame the mayor, but I feel like that they're gonna be shipped there regardless. But
It's
I mean,
a
I don't
federal
know.
thing.
I don't really like Brandon Johnston. Who the hell votes for a damn politician with a damn mohawk? Who said
That's
they never?
crazy.
Who said he was a damn teacher that never failed nobody?
He said that.
Yes.
Wow, I did not know that.
I had a damn principal that never got us in trouble. His ass got fired.
After we roll the clip, we'll remind Brandon what Chicago has done.
I'm in Chicago, Chirac.
Well, there has to be better coordination. You know, what we've seen is a very raggedy form instituted by right-wing extremism. Everyone knows that the right-wing extremism in this country.
Hold on.
Right wing.
Everyone knows that what?
Well, there has to be better coordination. You know, what we've seen is a very raggedy form instituted by right-wing extremism. Everyone knows that the right-wing extremism in this country has targeted democratically ran cities. And quite frankly, they've been very intentional about going after democratically ran cities that are led by people of color. And their whole motivation is to create disruption and chaos, because that's what that particular party has been about. Right? This is the same.
No, okay. Now on the internet, right channels, they do target some Democrat cities, but it's a lot of bad stuff that's going on. To say it's it's a race problem though, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say they targeting you, man, because you're black. I just feel like we didn't have some instances where it happened to be a black mayor where bad things have happened.
I think it's universally known the bad side of Chicago is a horrific place to live.
And black and white people know that.
So
Democrats and Republican people know that. So I can't just say it's right extremists.
I mean, he said that they target Democrat cities. Let's name 3 Democrat cities that are doing
LA.
well. San Francisco.
Philadelphia, DC. I keep going.
What is it?
keep going.
50% of people in DC are illiterate. 40%?
What?
Oh yeah, they did have a stat like that.
Wait.
They have a
Don't
stat
say
like
that, bro.
No, they do have a stat like that.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, they do have a
do.
Nah,
stat.
but pause it, bro.
That's why Meek Mill's so stupid. He said he got testosterone.
He got
You
what?
said DC or Philly?
Philly.
Oh.
I thought you said DC.
Well,
He did, but he
I
meant
would
Philly.
not
Oh,
be
did I
surprised-
say DC? I meant to say Philly.
Yeah, you did say DC.
My bad, DC.
They is in the
It's Philly.
I was like,
DMV.
damn, that's pretty disrespectful. I would hate for you to tell my city we 50% of us can't read. That would.
That means there's
insane.
a 50% chance that you can't read.
You can't read with free education.
52% of Philadelphia adults are functionally illiterate. 67% are low literate and reading at a 6th to 8th grade level, and almost 40% of adult Philadelphians struggle to fill out a job
But hold on.
application, to read doctor's instructions on their medicines, and to help with their children's homework.
Look
Question
up.
though.
You damn dummies!
Hey, now look up Chicago though.
But
Let's
quick
see if that
question
pops
though.
up.
Ain't Pennsylvania not, are they rated that low for education statewide? I don't think they
I
are.
wouldn't.
They're not.
So that means it's one
I
community.
mean, Americans are.
It's one community.
problem.
In the
America.
Chicago, 53%. Oh, it says in the Chicago area, 53% of adults have low or limited literacy skills, according to the Literacy Chicago, another nonprofit advocacy group.
So half of y'all
No,
dumb.
look up. Now, if we're just sitting on here and we're just targeting his city, now let's look up Texas. So we're not looking like we're
look
targeting.
Up, look up.
Because I can see what he's saying on the internet.
Houston.
Right-wing channels do target
Yeah. Okay.
left cities.
So let's
But in person,
let's
I
look
can't-
at it from his perspective.
I can't
Yeah,
say a
and do that.
politician would do that.
It says 1 in 3 adults in Houston is functionally illiterate.
That's 33%.
But that's Houston, though.
This
Did you type up Houston or type
Houston.
Texas?
He did Houston.
In Texas, it says Texas has the 4th lowest literacy rate of 81%, with 19% of adults
Wait,
lacking
literacy,
basic
right.
prose literacy skills. Texas has the 4th lowest number of libraries per 100,000
literacy
residents.
means that they can't
It means
read.
you can't read.
Yeah.
Can't.
You're illiterate.
I thought you said literate. So I thought
Literate. Can.
Literacy means you
Illiterate
can.
cannot.
Illiterate means you cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So you said literate or illiterate?
It says lowest literacy rate.
Oh.
It says what percentage of Texas is illiterate. So Texas has the 4th lowest literacy rate,
So that's a good thing.
19%.
Good thing.
Like,
I can't understand.
They got
Yeah,
the
I-
4th literacy.
Like
lowest,
fourth.
4th lowest.
Look, so that
It
means
says
that
California has the lowest. Oh, let's just
Where
go.
is
Let's
not
just go
good,
by
then?
state.
Lowest ain't good.
It says New Hampshire has the highest. California has the lowest of 76%.
New Hampshire makes sense.
Let's see. Literacy rate by state. Texas is at 81%. So 81% of people here can read. 19% cannot.
Well,
Let's
at least
go
it
to-
ain't. We didn't
50.
target it.
Let's
this
go to
time,
Pennsylvania.
'cause this is a Republican state.
Let's see, Illinois.
Look up another Republican state. Georgia. What's
Oklahoma.
Yeah,
83% Georgia. Oklahoma, I don't think it's going to be high. Oh, 87.7% can read.
Pretty good. Okay, now let's make sure 'cause this is a different site. Go to Chicago. Find Chicago.
Chicago's a city. So
Chicago's a
Chicago.
city.
Illinois.
Illinois was pretty high.
Yeah, they're pretty high. They have an
it's
actual good school
87.1.
system in Illinois.
Illinois is one of the richest
Well,
places.
I see what you're saying. Cities. Okay, we can't look up states then. We couldn't look up states. But Houston was 31 out of 3, 33%. We're probably, I don't know if we're a Democrat or Republican city, though.
Houston.
What would y'all guess?
This
I don't know.
is a red city.
I don't know.
So,
This is a complete red city.
It's so diverse.
You could go around here and you can tell this is a red city. This is it's an oil city.
Houston has one of the biggest pride parades in the nation.
That is true too. But it's because it's a big city.
Yeah, I was literally about to say that.
I mean, but Houston,
Houston's a big
currently, the majority of Houston elected officials are Democrats.
That's crazy.
that's not that surprising.
And the city's mayors have been Democrats for over 20 years.
Wow.
But when you look at the Texas map,
yeah. It's
Houston
just-
is very Democratic, and
It's just-
the rest
yeah.
of Texas is red.
Yeah, that makes sense because it's super diverse.
So, I mean, okay, man, let's rerun the clip, man. I just can't. I don't think that politicians are going after. But, hey, we might not know something, though, because, well.
Because there's a difference between Twitter accounts.
Because like, in his shoes, though, is he saying that they're targeting their cities because they're throwing the immigrants in their cities?
I
'Cause
disagree.
The reason that this is actually being, talked about, I think, is because of the immigrants.
I disagree because when they had that black woman that was the mayor in Chicago, it was not that as bad as it is what it was today. Even
But
though there
what-
was still murder and stuff going on in Chicago.
I think that was that suburb near there, I think. But yeah.
But why is he blaming the right-wing people? That's what we're trying to figure out.
See, man, I think
because Texas is a Republican state, and they like you said with the immigrants, and you're just shipping them all to the blue states.
I'm saying the
Blue
immigrants
cities.
because of this video right here. See, this was confusing me. They just say November 28th, but right here it says he just said something recently about right-wing extremists as residents push back against immigrants. So we're gonna watch that one too. But
Yeah, so
let's just
yeah, I
finish what
guess
he
he's
said.
saying that because they're getting all the.
Immigrants.
So
Yeah,
how did
he's
they
like-
decide there? Like, what made them decide there?
Oh, that's the question. I
Well,
would decide there because I mean that's what
It's
y'all personally
it's an
voted
international,
for.
it's an international
Listen,
city,
yeah, listen,
and
listen.
majority of their senates are Democrats. So if they're voting for that and
Yeah.
they believe in them policies, why should my state suffer that policy?
Yeah, I agree with that.
So then why the hell is he complaining?
Because
he has a mohawk. Let's go.
Well, there has to be better coordination. What we've seen is a very raggedy form instituted by right-wing extremism. Everyone knows that the right-wing extremism in this country has targeted democratically ran cities. And quite frankly, they've been very intentional about going after democratically ran cities that are led by people of color. And their whole motivation is to create disruption and chaos,
God.
because that's what that particular party has been about. Right? This is the same political party that did not want to accept that President Obama was actually an American. It's the same Republican right-wing extremism that stormed the Capitol. It's the same right-wing extremism that refuses to accept the results of the Civil War. It's raggedy.
No, that's crazy.
It's disrespectful. It's
That's
mean-spirited. It's an unclean spirit, quite
You
frankly.
freaking
And
Democrats
I
started
got
the
you.
KKK.
I got you. I just want to make sure that people understand what
Dumbass.
we're facing. That's why it's so important. It's disrespectful. It's mean-spirited. It's an unclean
That's
spirit.
when he
quite
lost
frankly.
me.
It's
you know?
mean-spirited.
He lost me with the whole thing, but in the
Civil
part,
War.
the Civil War, that was insane.
The Republicans fought for our freedom. That's what just messed me up.
That was insane.
Republicans fought for our reason for us to be free, and this man said they the reason for the Civil War.
Didn't
I don't know what his agenda is. With
didn't Republicans let the first black person in government?
As a Senate,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah, there was, remember,
we saw a video. It was like 12 of them before.
I just feel like it's never good to sit up there as the mayor and the leader of the city and blame all your problems on someone else.
On another
Bro,
group.
this dude has done nothing.
Not good leadership.
But
If I'm the leader, I'm gonna be like, okay, this is the solutions.
This guy has done nothing but avert the blame in every
try.
video I've seen.
You know what I'm saying? He just
Why
sit up
he
there
haven't
and
got
complain.
on President Biden for
Biden
no
has.
policies that's physically letting foreigners
why he don't
come
talk-
to
yeah,
our
yeah.
country and said they can walk through? Because at first people was sending them back where they was coming from, but
So your boy Eric low key has been
It
coming out with a
says-
little truth, being like, I'm tired of this shit.
It says the
is
first
going too far.
African Americans to serve in Congress were Republicans elected during the Reconstruction era.
Yeah.
So shut up, dummy. Said they don't want the black man to be
Cap-
free. Well, then why did they let the black people into?
they fought for
Congress?
our
See, now
freedom.
let's start-
Didn't they fight for our freedom too?
I
That's
just
what
don't.
made
I just
crazy.
don't think
but we don't-
that type of thinking. Like, okay, you know how they say a coach sets the attitude of the team, how the team is, how the coach is. I feel like he's supposed to be the coach of the city. That's the team. So like they automatically,
We're gonna clean the cities.
we just over with.
We're gonna find a place for the immigrants. Find solutions. He just got to come with a different.
Just I need a little hope, man.
Man, they can send
I
the
just
immigrants.
don't really like this guy.
But if
'cause
you start the
he
game
said,
saying-
he said we shouldn't
They
condemn
got
and
five
arrest.
stars over there. We ain't got nobody because
They got better
more
police than y'all.
facilities.
They got
and
better
They got
pads.
better helmets, and so
They're racist.
I got
It's
a
their
good
fault.
solution.
so we're gonna try to win.
I don't
though.
like him. He's the same guy that said we shouldn't condemn the kids in the street jumping on cars, tearing stuff up. The same guy that said they shouldn't go to jail and we should give them more opportunity and they're just
I don't
hungry.
even think we have
This
to
the same guy.
remind the people of what Chicago has done.
I
this past year.
just don't like Brandon Johnson. I think he sucks. I think you suck. And that's the last thing I'll say.
I gotta
about
hear
it.
this shit one more time.
Damn
One more.
four-eyed dummy. Sorry. That was
An
that was
American.
low.
It's the same Republican right-wing
He
extremism
like to
that
tell
stormed
her
the
dad.
Capitol. It's the same right-wing extremism that refuses to accept the results of the Civil War. It's raggedy. It's disrespectful. It's mean-spirited. It's an unclean spirit, quite frankly. And so I got you. I just want to make sure that people understand what we're facing. That's why it's so important that the faith community is leaning in this moment.
The faith community?
Well, it has to be better.
I don't know, man. I'm just not a fan of this guy, I don't understand how if he can get elected, I can damn get elected.
Bro, I've
damn
been
it.
saying that, bro. Like, damn.
If he can get elected, I can damn get elected.
No, if the lady,
You kidding
bro,
me?
the lady, no, that was crazy.
And then guess what that was? Illa damn Noy.
Nah, you know what's confusing to me and why nobody ever used this as a solution? It's all them abandoned cities and old cities over there by Illinois and Michigan. Why they just don't send all the immigrants there and just let them, rebuild them communities?
They're not supposed to be here.
But like, if they're here already, what else can you do with them?
Deport them.
See, I feel like the people could come up
Round
with
them up.
good solutions. But I
Get
feel
them
like-
out of here.
Okay, I thought that's a great solution. But if
I
he
feel like-
doesn't bring that up, then it's kind of like, even if he has brought that up and they're just like not cooperating with that, I feel like he needs to expose that to the people. And then
Well, I
we
feel
can see
like there's a
different
lot
view.
of different states they could have sent him to.
Yeah, definitely.
Like Wyoming, Idaho,
See, but
Montana,
that could be
where
his
nobody
point.
at.
But look, that could be his point here. Like, he probably, one of those Democratic city mayors have already said, hey,
I'm
send
saying
them over
no,
there.
but he
And they're like,
voted-
no, we're sending them to you.
I think he made it, but maybe it was the
But
policies.
y'all gotta also
and-
remember L.A.
Hold on, can we Google
Chicago.
why did they send them there? real
Listen, I'm
quick?
finna tell you.
that's a good
I'm finna say they're international cities. Chicago, New York, and LA is considered and I think Houston is as well. Is considered an international city. So you're supposed to take all type of culture and all type of races into your city. It was known what I was always told. If I'm right or wrong,
What does that mean, bro?
because they have all type of nations.
You're
And
just saying it's diverse. That don't
Yeah.
make it an international city. Like that, nigga, it's just a city, but it's diverse.
Yeah, I mean, I know what he's trying to say.
Because Houston's the most diverse city in America. There is more diverse than there.
Chicago and
They're
New York.
coming here.
Yeah, Chicago and
But
New
they
York.
send them to Chicago.
Not all of them.
Well,
I
that-
guarantee you, there's immigrants being dropped off in Houston.
I know, but it wasn't the problem. They was getting too many there. That's what he was complaining about. What we just
they're
said.
getting a shit ton.
I don't think
But they
they're getting.
already have. Like,
They're not
bust
shipping
up
them,
cities.
bro. The governor
Bust up,
on Twitter even said it on Twitter. He's not shipping them to no Texas city. They're getting shipped out of state.
Who said that?
The
Oh,
governor,
yeah.
Governor Albert.
Well, I mean, we have a ton of immigrants. So
Yeah, they said 25 buses full per day going to Chicago.
25 is insane.
I can see why he might be pissed then.
About 1,200 a day.
He won't even condemn the
But why
actions of the
there
kids
though?
in
Like,
Chicago.
what is the reason for there?
He ain't
I
coming with
just
no
want a separate
solutions.
problem.
He just all he does is point the finger at other places. Well, it's not our fault because this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened.
You
this
trying to see
happened.
why they shipping it to Chicago?
Like, why specifically Chicago?
See, now the monkeys is a different situation. You feel me?
That's crazy.
But-
that was crazy.
You said monkeys. That's
That was
insane.
The
crazy.
immigrants, like, I don't know why they're all being shipped there. Can't tell you.
I don't know, man, but I don't know why we send them to a city that's already having problems with the people there and put them in the communities where the
They are
problems
deporting
are.
them, though. It
You know what I'm
says
saying?
right
Like,
here.
well, I just don't see like how that benefits anybody.
I think, bro.
but that's just my take on.
I
the
really
same
think it's because
situation.
it's an international city, bro. I really think that's like.
But we gotta
the
keep it
main-
100 though.
the
Like
main
they're
reason.
breaking the law. Why are they being rewarded for
They're
that?
not
That's
breaking
just
the
how I
law
see it.
They
because
don't
it's
have enough
federally.
room.
They're
Federally,
coming into the country illegally.
They is,
That is
but-
illegal. That's breaking the law.
but legally,
they broke the law.
But like, come on, Brandon, we was there legally. The federal, federal and the state rules. We know federally
they
they're-
came in illegally. The
They
law
came
is
in-
already broken. They're already law breaking.
Okay, part of the influx of migrants is by design. Since last year, Republican governors in Florida and Texas have sent new arrivals northward by bus or plane, including to New York City, as a part of effort to provoke a reaction to the federal government and Democratic-led cities. That's what somebody. I don't. But that was. Well,
Where'd you see
What
that?
website
Where
is
did
that,
where
bro?
did you
What
get
website?
that?
Vox. Well,
That-
that's what we see.
VOX.
What we
I
watched
think
the other
VOX
day.
is a
on
little.
Vox?
Yeah,
they
they
said
said
VOX is left leaning.
Yeah,
I remember
that's what I'm getting that
I
from
read an
them.
article from there when we first started doing the Palestine conflict, and everyone was saying that was a left leaning article. But I mean, I don't know, man. Every
Greg
time
Abbott,
we
Abbott.
that's
So
the
Greg has been busing migrants from the southern U.S. Border to places like New York, Washington, Chicago. I mean,
He actually, like the governor of Texas,
It's just
actually
a federal
built the
thing. It's
wall.
a federal thing.
He actually started building the wall. It's a federal law.
but-
That's why it's getting pushed.
No, I'm saying it's a federal thing to send them there, but I just
In
wonder
23
what made them
20
choose
in
there.
2023 alone, they have gone over 100,000.
boy. It's over 1 million.
I mean, that's probably there, but in 2023,
When was that written? Probably in January. It's
September.
There's like 5 million like total immigrants. I think I saw. a
Yeah, I ain't
number.
gonna lie, that's the problem, man.
5 million. What's the name? Alden that we met at the border posted a video of like 30 of them today.
Okay,
I've seen
I'm
worse
gonna keep it
videos. Since we
100.
left, it's been way worse.
I can keep it 100. I can see why he feel like he's being attacked, but they voted for them policies.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So is Texas supposed to suffer because y'all want these laws to happen?
Negative.
Is Florida supposed to suffer because you wanted these laws to happen?
Negative.
Maybe Houston was supposed to suffer, but I mean,
But why though?
Why we have to
We're
suffer
Democratic
because they
city,
wanted to
though.
do
That
this?
is true.
Democratic city, though.
There's citywide elections.
But guess what, though?
But there's statewide like.
Yeah, I know,
statewide
but I
adherence.
mean-
Well, I don't know why specifically they chose Chicago though. I just don't.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it
It's a
100.
Democratic
That sounds
city.
like the best.
I know, but I
That's-
feel like they could have gave to at least like maybe a different one. We can't give them to California.
I'm gonna keep it 100, bro.
Can't give them there's homeless people everywhere and all them.
There's
Oh,
already
man.
illegals in California.
This sounds pretty. It sounds right to me. I mean, that's like
It don't sound right to me
Why else would they do it?
because they didn't vote for that shit in their state, so they shouldn't have to suffer the consequences.
It could be that. That's probably it, or it could be this.
You think the state or the people that's allowing them in the state is probably getting like a big probably check that nobody really know that's getting paid?
Ain't no telling. Somebody.
And he wouldn't be complaining about it. He was getting a check.
No, he
Somebody
not.
else. Somebody else probably is. Probably the governor or the Senate. Like
Something-
somebody higher
I
than
don't
him.
know.
Somebody
I
higher
don't
than him
know.
is getting paid,
But
broken off.
He seemed like he went too far, you know. So it's something that we don't know, or he's just an idiot. One of the two.
Well, he don't want to hold accountability.
Timing could not be more crucial. You cannot abandon families and asylum seekers and let them go through Chicago's winter alone.
Mayor Brandon Johnson today announcing a new initiative with Chicago's faith leaders to help shelter and feed migrants.
It comes as the city scrambles to build temporary shelter for thousands of asylum seekers.
Fox 32's Dane Placco reports on how many people will get help.
As temperatures
It's gotta be
plummet
bad in
and
Mexico.
migrants continue to pour into Chicago, Mayor Johnson announced a new partnership with Chicago area churches to help ease the migrant crisis.
Oh my
I would be
gosh.
messed up. Driving by and looking at that.
The Unity Initiative will prioritize getting pregnant women, children, and all of those sleeping outside of police stations or on the floors into temporary housing as quickly as possible through churches all over the city of Chicago.
Who has to pay for that?
Funded by 300.
So now churches are losing.
Private donations.
Yeah, it's
the
private,
partnership
yeah.
will initially involve 17 churches, housing up to 20
Them
migrants.
churches probably
each.
getting paid off, bro.
Migrants will live at the churches and be provided food, medical care, and social services, and eventually employment.
Damn.
Wow, they getting employment?
They are-
compassionately, provide clean,
He's a real
warm
one.
shelter, prepared meals, humanitarian services.
Right now,
They
a
finna
little
kick
more
they
than
feet
1,000
up.
migrants remain camped at police stations,
I ain't
down
looked
from more
on.
than 3,000 a few weeks ago. And the number of migrants living at O'Hare is down to about 100.
O'Hare's, that's the airport?
Yeah.
Ready to start immediately.
Yeah, it's insane.
All these pastors have committed to start the
Damn.
process. So boots on the ground starting tomorrow, and we're going to start filling them up.
The mayor also responded to criticism from residents of Brighton Park, who say there's been a lack of transparency about plans to build a huge
They on
camp
Johnson
on an
ass.
empty lot.
We're not going to break away from our value system because right-wing extremism is sowing seeds of discord.
I see where he's going with that.
Yeah, I do
So
too.
he's saying that the extremism is saying we shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a fucking extremist then.
Impact study of the site
Because-
won't be released until the
So
end
are,
of the
so
week.
are all the nice citizens who live there and are suffering, apparently.
Yeah.
This how I feel. This how I feel. This how
They're
I
here
truly feel.
illegally.
I feel for them. They're probably having like a lot of problem going back from their own
Ton.
country.
Cartel
I feel for that.
killing random
I
people
feel. I
probably.
feel for them for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But it comes to a point when it hurts my fellow Americans.
And we're more important because we pay taxes to live here. We were born here.
That's a
Therefore,
problem.
we get priority. And
But one thing I will
you
say.
ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here.
One thing I will say, y'all know how I feel about those situations, but I think the churches are doing the right thing because it is a separation
Yeah, I was
of
gonna
church
say
and
that.
state.
I was
So the
just gonna
church
say
can't
that.
control what they're doing
Shout
as
out-
far as
I understand
getting them there. So the people
I
on the
understand.
street, the church is gonna help them. That's what you know. I ride with that.
I don't know.
but I do. Hey, deport. Deport. You know, we gotta figure something out.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of being a little insensitive on the topic.
No,
but
you're not.
I just feel like just the way inflation is hurting people who were born here and work hard and
No,
pay
no,
bills
I would
here
1000%
and
with that.
things like that. I just don't think that tax dollars should be averted to helping
Hell
people
no.
who broke the law. That's bottom line. We can't live in a country where we bend the law
Yeah.
in order to help people
Yeah.
because they need help. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's not how it works. And unfortunately, I
Yeah.
cannot say that.
Cause they could just be over there saying, "Hey, look, you go to America, all you gotta do is sleep on that floor for about a week, and then you get a job."
That's what
a
I'm
house,
saying.
and
They're getting
Social Security."
housing. There's people in America who are born here that don't have housing. They're getting food.
Yeah,
There's people who are
veterans.
born
The
here
veterans, that's
that
what I'm
don't
saying, the
have
veterans,
it.
yeah,
They're
they
getting
the VA
employment. There's thousands of people here who don't have that. Unfortunately, I can't say that's fair that you can come in here illegally
definitely not
under the guise
Yeah,
of
it's not
that
at
you
all.
need help. And
But
it's
I do have
supposed-
sympathy.
I don't think that you should be able to come here and make your problems our problems, unfortunately. And I don't think that
Yeah,
taxpayers should have to use their taxes to pay for that when there's things that need fixing.
Hey,
That's just my take on it.
That's
So
2
I,
plus 2.
I try to be.
That is
I
2
try-
plus 2.
I,
2 plus 2.
I, like Todd said, I feel for them, but unfortunately, it's not my fucking
when we put our
problem.
emotions
That
in
is
things,
2 plus 2. Though.
Unfortunately, it's not my
It might not
problem.
even be
Unfortunately, it's not my
emotional.
problem, and it's
Might
not the
just-
residents
they
who
want-
live in
they want
Chicago's
votes.
problem. And I just don't think. I saw somewhere today that somebody in high government said that all the illegals should be given what was the word he said? Damn it, what's the word?
Nikki Haley said we should keep them and have them work on the farm.
I was look.
Where is it?
No. It was 2+2 for me until I went to the border. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like when my feelings got involved in it, I was like, well,
yeah, it hurt different when you see all that.
No, I tried to relate though, but then I think like, bro, my people came here legally.
Yeah,
my grandpa,
that's what I'm saying.
And he told me what he had to go through to get here.
They probably don't.
I'm saying though, he had to go through a lot of shit to go here too.
Yeah, think about Nate and them. Think about Nate, Floyd, and all that.
Like doing it the right way, it's almost easier to do it the wrong way than the right way now.
They had to do it the right way.
That's a problem.
They had to do it the right way, and they still can't get no help to come here.
It was Mayorkas. Who is Mayorkas? He's some senator.
I do feel bad.
He said they should be getting.
I see what you're saying.
They should be getting amnesty. He said they should be given amnesty, basically saying like they should be allowed to be here. Basically saying give all the millions amnesty.
Citizenship?
No, amnesty.
I don't know what that
That means they're gonna be here for a while.
That means like they can be. It means like they can stay.
And this stance of the like this argument now, I'm gonna keep it 100.
It means they should be given a pardon. Basically saying
sides.
like we should excuse the fact they came here illegally and just let them stay. Hell no.
Look, I see both sides of the argument now.
Since
I've been to the border, I see both sides of the argument. The people that's probably saying that, if they went to the border and seen that and they feel a certain type of way, I can't just be like,
But you know what?
But if we talk about 2+2, it is gonna affect us.
But you know what messed me? You know what messed me up?
That's
Though?
why you can't save everybody. You can't save everybody.
That's Senator Mayorkas. Who is Mayorkas? That is the Secretary of Homeland Security who said that on national television today.
That's crazy.
He said that all the illegals already in the country should be given amnesty and let them stay.
That's
Unfortunately,
crazy.
I disagree.
Say that.
Yes, it's right here.
That's supposed to be our national security.
Let us know what you guys think, man.
I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't think of the word. I thought it was going to be conservative or something.
Think about
that was
this.
Definitely not.
It's not racist to have borders.
Let us know what y'all think about the mayor, guys.
It's dudes with Gucci jackets crossing the border.
The
border.
They're fake.
They wearing Gucci jackets. They wearing Tommy Hilfiger,
Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, bro. When people say that though, I'd be like, some arguments I understand, some arguments I don't. When we start talking about middle-aged men, I understand that argument. When people start saying what they're wearing and all that stuff, I don't understand that freaking argument.
They wearing the.
If they got iPhone,
if they got iPhones and designer pens,
you can have Jordan shoes. And the car's tail still after you.
No, but I'm saying though, if they got the iPhone.
But I mean, if their situation's so bad, why they got name brand clothes on? That's what the argument is.
That is.
How can you? I know people who never have worn name brand shoes in their life.
I don't think that someone in a good situation is going to leave their family and their country to just.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's something that's going on there. So I'm not.
They know they getting benefits to come into this country.
Guess what, Salo?
Maybe
it's not our problem.
It's not. When you say it like that, I agree with that. But
and it should not be made our problem because we're America.
Don't make me
we have
the
to
man.
help everybody. Unfortunately, that's
just
my opinion.
Don't worry, we won't.
Because as a young man, as a young
adult
coming up in the world that's gonna have to pay taxes, I don't want my taxes to go to that. I don't want my taxes to go to fighting foreign wars. I don't want them to go to helping illegals. Listen, we got problems that need to be addressed here. Let's put our taxes towards that.
All right.
And that's what I'm gonna end on.